Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. A 16-year-old autistic girl vanishes from her own home in Georgia. Where is Kaylee? I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thanks for being with us at Fox Nation and Sirius XM 111. First of all, take a listen to our friends at CBS 46.
My daughter is Kaylee Jones. She's 16 and a half, almost 17 years old. So I was here at work, and my wife called me about 7:15, and she said Kaylee was gone.
Her parents haven't seen her for about a week, and it's hard for Daniel and Brenda Jones to go to sleep at night wondering where their daughter might be.
And it's just gut-wrenching knowing she's out there somewhere and we don't know where she's at. All of the worst thoughts come to our minds. She's our daughter, and we desperately want her back.
Straight out to you, Alexis Tereshchuk. What do we know about Kaylee vanishing?
She is 16 years old. She was in her own home until about 11 o'clock at night. And then her parents believe that she may have climbed out of a window and left the house, likely meeting up with someone that she may have met online. So she is only 16 years old. She had her phone taken away by her parents. She got in trouble. But she still had access to her laptop. And on her laptop, she was chatting with complete strangers online. And her parents are afraid that she has maybe met up with one of them. And they do not believe that these people had good intentions at all. She's very vulnerable. She's 16 years old. They say that she's special needs. She's on the autism spectrum. She has medication that she needs to take that she has not taken since she left the home. And they're very worried that the people with her are getting her in a very bad situation.
Well, not only that, we know Jessica Morgan, again, this 16-year-old girl who goes missing out of Georgia, out of Carroll County, that's on the northwest side of the state. So easy to cross state lines right there. We know she was talking to people online on Snapchat, and the parents got worried because, again, she's autistic, and even let me just say, normal teen child probably doesn't understand the dangers online, much less a child who has any sort of a learning problem. They take her phone away, the dad says, on Monday. By Wednesday, she's gone.
Yeah, and this is another interesting point. When they took her phone away, Nancy, she apparently got onto her computer and started interacting in chat rooms. And there's this one service that doesn't require you to sign up, and it defaults to pair you up with other individuals. And these people can just be random people.
What service was that? Do you know?
I can't remember the name of it, but when I read about it, it was very scary.
Is somebody jumping in?
Yeah, it's Alexis. So the website, it's spelled O-M-E-G-L-E, so Omegle. I'm not sure quite how to say it, but it's
O-M-E-G-L-E?
Yeah, that sounds
Go to
correct.
omegle.com. It says, talk to strangers. And so you don't have to sign up.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, it's horrible.
Exactly
and
right.
there's no requirement.
So right.
It's like Omegle. It's like Omegle is what it looks
There's
like.
no requirement to sign up for this thing, so you can just be randomized with this.
And they put you in a private chat room with a random stranger right away, and y'all just chat.
Talk to someone you don't know with a random stranger. Take a listen to our friends at CBS 46.
Kaylee is autistic, and because of that, her parents are afraid their daughter was more vulnerable to any online predators.
My wife found that she was talking to like 4 or 5 different guys via Snapchat.
They took her phone away on Monday, and by Wednesday morning, Jones was gone. Without her phone on her, it's making it more difficult to track her down.
You never think it's going to happen to you. I tried to, run this and enforce this and reinforce this with in her mind that she cannot trust whoever she sees.
It's a message for parents out there. Keep an eye on your children's use of social media so that they don't become the next target.
They prey upon these kids, and it's sickening.
The Carroll County Sheriff's Office says they are reviewing Jones's social media records and followed up with the last persons she had contact with. They are still actively searching for Jones and hasn't ruled out possibilities on what may have happened leading up to her disappearance.
You know, Dr. Angie Arnold, the parents are distraught right now trying to find this girl. And one thing I don't like, I mean, it's a fact, yes, and Alexis was correct and Joe Scott was correct to say it, but the fact that she climbed out of her window, this is a little girl that doesn't know any better. It reminds me of Nicole Lovell, a 13-year-old little girl who met up with a much older guy, former honor student. David Eisenhower was his name, I believe, an engineering major at Virginia Tech. And they were having a sex relationship. And he said he wanted to marry her. She crawled out of her window one night and she was murdered. You can't blame the girl for crawling out of the window. She's a child. She's a teen girl.
Right. And just like Nancy, this little girl, if she's on the spectrum, then what that means is she's got a more immature way of thinking than a typical 16-year-old who is not on the spectrum, who is, as we've mentioned, who they are also hard to tell, don't do this. How many times do we tell our children, don't do this?
Exactly.
So if you've got a little girl who's immature for her age because of her autism, and she really can't make good decisions, but somebody's baiting her. They're telling her something that she wants to hear.
Right. Guys, we're learning that she may have had a book bag with her, dark blue with a horse on the front, and the word Mazzy or Kelly on it, wearing black tennis shoes, like Converse tennis shoes. If you have any information, please contact the Carroll County Sheriff's Office.
The tip line, if you have any information related to Kaylee Jones and her location, 770-830-5916.
The search for Kelly is on. Nancy Grace, Crime Story, signing off. Goodbye, friend.